December 7th, 1941, Pearl Harbor burns. But the most dangerous weapons Japan would unleash were not bombs. They were ancient martial systems, trained for centuries to create warriors who could kill with their bare hands. Yet Japan did not invent martial arts alone. China and Korea had already shaped fighting traditions for over 2,000 years. So what exactly makes their martial arts different? Martial arts did not begin in Japan. They began in China, long before the samurai ever existed. As early as the Zhou dynasty, around 1046 BC, Chinese soldiers trained in organized combat systems. These included wrestling, known as shuai jiao, and armed combat with spears and swords. But Chinese martial arts truly evolved during chaos. In 527 AD, a Buddhist monk named Bodhidharma reportedly arrived at the Shaolin Temple. Historical records confirm the Shaolin Temple existed and trained warrior monks, especially during the Tang dynasty in the 600s AD. These monks fought bandits and even helped Emperor Taizong of Tang defeat his enemies. Their system became known as Shaolin Kung Fu. It emphasized fluid motion, circular strikes, and adaptability. Chinese martial arts focused on survival in real combat. Techniques imitated animals, tigers, cranes, snakes, to develop speed, precision, and unpredictability. China's martial arts evolved for battlefield survival and civilian self-defense. There were hundreds of styles. No single central authority controlled them. But Japan took a different path. Japan's martial arts were shaped by one class, the samurai. By the 12th century, samurai dominated Japan's military. Their martial systems were called bujutsu, the arts of war. These included kenjutsu, sword fighting, jujutsu, grappling, and kyujutsu, archery. Unlike China's diverse civilian styles, Japanese martial arts were designed for armored warfare. Samurai wore heavy armor. Punches were ineffective. Instead, techniques focused on throws, joint locks, and weapon control. In the 1600s, Japan entered the Tokugawa period, a time of peace. Samurai no longer fought constant wars. Martial arts transformed. Combat systems evolved into do, meaning the way. Kenjutsu became kendo. Jujutsu became judo. This transformation was led by Jigoro Kano. In 1882, Kano founded judo in Tokyo. He removed dangerous battlefield techniques and created a system focused on discipline, education, and personal development. Japanese martial arts became structured, formal, and philosophical. Rank systems like colored belts were introduced. The focus shifted from killing enemies to mastering oneself. Korea's story was shaped by occupation and survival. Korean martial traditions existed for centuries. One of the earliest was Taekwondo, documented during the Joseon dynasty, 1392 to 1910. Korean soldiers and civilians practiced it as both sport and combat. But Korea faced invasion and occupation. In 1910, Imperial Japan annexed Korea. Japanese authorities banned many Korean cultural practices, including native martial arts. Instead, Koreans were exposed to Japanese systems like karate and judo. After Korea regained independence in 1945, Korean martial artists rebuilt their traditions. They blended native Taekwondo with Japanese karate techniques. This led to the creation of Taekwondo. In 1955, Korean martial leaders officially unified various schools under the name Taekwondo. It emphasized powerful kicks, speed, and athletic performance. Unlike Japanese arts, Taekwondo focused heavily on striking, especially high kicks. In 2000, Taekwondo became an official Olympic sport. China's Kung Fu, Japan's Karate and Judo, and Korea's Taekwondo now spread worldwide. But their philosophies remained different. Chinese martial arts focused on adaptability and real-world combat survival. Japanese martial arts focused on discipline, structure, and mastery of form. Korean martial arts focused on speed, power, and national identity after occupation. Even their training reflected their origins. Chinese Kung Fu training emphasized fluid combinations and flexibility. Japanese arts emphasized repetition, precision, and hierarchy. Korean arts emphasized explosive kicking and competitive sport. History shaped each one. War shaped Japan's battlefield grappling. Occupation shaped Korea's modern striking arts. Chaos and diversity shaped China's vast and varied combat systems. Today, millions practice martial arts for health and discipline, but their origins were far more brutal. Each punch, throw, and kick carries centuries of war, survival, and national identity. Martial arts were never just about fighting, they were about shaping warriors and preserving cultures.